are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This taken around the 11th. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Throwing to start. Here's Dart. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third and 6.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
So, from the 25, it's second and 5.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for 2. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for a receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Tua, give it to Achane. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now
From the
second
38
and
now,
6.
here's second and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third and 4.
44. Ready. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards. They wind up getting 7 on that third and 4.
First down.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession. These third downs are so critical, Mike, because Every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
He's looking for Jalen Wright out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running back, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The bootleg, here's Tua. That went out wide to H.A. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Hey, 21
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready. Out.
A run out of the gun with H.A. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This, about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll have a Jets first down as he is stopped at the 35-yard line.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 50 for him on the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
He's across 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right. Turbo 1 high. Out.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Got a man, that's Rasheed Rice. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Prime Time.
1st and 10.
7-3 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
All right.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ready. Ready.
On second down, Achane. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tua. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
All right, come on. 22.
Tua gonna throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Miami. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got it, man. It's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Xavier Gibson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On first down, Dart. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play for the Jets. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch attempt on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From 23, here's 2nd down and a yard. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
job. Coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
So with these RPOs, Mike, it really just comes down to trusting your quarterback to make split-second decisions and make the right read. And if you don't, you kind of just waste the down, and that's what we saw here.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man, that's Gibson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A grab there for Wilson, his 1st of the game, and gives his team a 1st down. Dart gonna throw it again. Right back to Wilson, he's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early in that last pickup.
Oh, huge mistake right in the half. It is intercepted. And a nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Now the Dolphins going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. Oh, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Field, but it is incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On second down, here's Tungo Vailoa. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Two and out on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Solo left Zion.
Two and now on third down. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A big play there on fourth down, good for an even 20. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10. That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Miami.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Oh, looking end zone, but is out of the reach of the receiver, and incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Hey, get set. Out.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. That's Caught on the right side by Waddle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Get set. Ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging.
And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
Ready.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
We'll try to run it in with Achane. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
21G. He's ready.
They'll fake the hand. Back to it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Will McDonald, their tackle.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Raphael, that one is complete. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Well run with Achane. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's Tungo Bailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They face second down and 7.
14-yard line.
32-step line.
Back to throw is Tua. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He gets free. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this drive for 2, unable to tie this football game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and Now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This one, a deep shot for Rice. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A gain of 48.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 2.
24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Ready.
3rd and 2. Tagovailoa. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. A pickup there of 13. First down, Miami.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On play action is Tagovailoa. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Get set.
Here's Tagovailoa. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Oh, big hole, left side. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Jets. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
TX. All right.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Sauce Gardner as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
First down.
Tua to throw again. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
So far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's hot, left side, it's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Throwing again, it's Tua. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 20.
To throw is Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
6 yards.
And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. Now it's Tua. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up the 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are in there.
And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down.
Tua. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A shotgun snap to Tua. That's to the end zone, but they cannot finish. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. He'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game. Now the lineup for the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so So you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Up the middle they go. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
Got it. Ready?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Ready? 17-10 for Wolf. Let's go.
They'll try to run. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as the get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
From the gun, here's Tua. That went out wide to A-Chat. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Tua going to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Jets are right back in this one.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. To the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They get the victory away from home in the division. It was so valuable. And they'll